This is another episode of Couch Chats.
Couch Chats, episode 38.
Hi guys, how are you doing? Kalisela.
Ungawari.
So you cut out. I love these things. Been in the industry way too long.
Yeah, you already know it won't get cut.
I know it won't get cut out.
Start over, say hello.
Hello guys, my name is Offense. Back. I haven't been on a podcast for a while now. Popularly known from The Social Guide. Code Disky now. Please subscribe. I even did a collab recently, my guy. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm joined by...
Hi guys, this is Kito. I'm not famous. but I'm well known for playing good music. Yeah.
Also, you're a DJ.
I was, but
you the plug.
Or the plug.
Yeah, I'm the plug of the DJs. Local DJs though, not...
Oh, like plug is in, you can get me a...
Yeah, I supply music in terms of, if you want some music, or let's say you're playing tonight, and you tell me what genre you're playing.
Oh.
But most of the time, I play, what is it called? Skija.
Skija.
Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of that genre.
Yeah, your low bass, your ntako, your shakes and less. Everyone in the industry. Geda. I used to be a DJ, but unfortunately for unforeseen circumstances, I had to leave the deck for a while and just focus on getting the bag. Yeah, that's me.
And then we go to my right.
The Nepo
hi.
baby.
The Nepo baby.
Yes.
Nepo baby.
Getting ngama connections, guys. My name is Lindy Onoglungagama, and I'm a cousin of the podcast.
The owner. Corruption, I feel. Corruption is everywhere.
It is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I think that's the only way now, since now we're facing so many things.
Wait, before we enter, let's segue. Do you think it's harder to get a job in Cyril's economy than it was back before Cyril?
I do think it's harder. I can't say anything about before. Before, we were all not in the working environment.
Yeah.
We're not in the working space. So, him from our parents, it was easier back then. They got jobs easier. Like dating back to, I wouldn't say 10 years ago, let's say before that, it was probably easier to get a job.
10 years back. Before
10 years back, because, and I'm saying this based on family members who I've spoken to, who were adults then, who were in their 30s, who were in their 20s 10 years ago, abakhuluma about the fact that, you know what, even then, it was not easy for us to get jobs. When we complain about being unemployed and not getting jobs, they're like, we were struggling 10 years back. We understand when we were your age, we were struggling. So I think in Cyril's economy, it's worse, but I don't think Uguti, it was ever better.
I kind of disagree because as somebody who just recently got into the working space, when I speak to my colleagues, they always say that pre-2008, there was a lot of jobs. You could go to a factory. Major companies would go Kodikasi and pick up people there to come and work for them and train them specifically. So I think it got worse around 2010, but there was a point where it was easier to get a job than it is now. Yeah. On your side, I would be?
For me, I wouldn't say for you to get a job, you have to go through connections, you know. I feel like now, the generation, we focused on, what can I say? There's jobs that are formally known, the ones that we are used to, like your accounting, your mining, your construction, and whatsoever. Yeah. You understand? Even when we go to varsities, we go study for things that we want to be, but they are well known. Because there is my chat for me to say this is because right now I'm working in a new industry that I never knew it was existing up until I got the job from that company. Yeah. And I was like, oh, there's this certain industry and not a lot of people are aware of it. You can't even study it. You can't even study for it at school. You understand? And it has a huge, wide range in terms of marketing and in terms of employment, because there's always a need on it. But generally, yeah, you turn to the connection.
So what I'm essentially getting is that it's harder to get more established jobs.
Yeah.
You're not looking outside of the box.
Yeah, I feel like now we focus on being a lawyer, being a doctor, being an accountant. You know,
I don't think so. I think like back then, we had more traditional careers. Like you had to go to school, you had to get formal education, you had to become a teacher, you had to become a lawyer, you had to become a nurse, you know, or join the army or become a police officer and stuff, or become a lawyer. But now there's so many careers that are not traditional. That's why you are in music. You're doing music, you are a DJ. There's other people who, if you're not like doing traditional, if you're not in a traditional career, like you're not an engineer or you're not a teacher or you're not a doctor or whatever, so many people our age are more into music, or they're doing arts, they're doing some form of arts, or they're doing some form of social media, whatever things, what we are doing now, we're podcasting. So those careers in Cyril's economy, I feel like they tend to, they get more traction than you would in formal spaces, in traditional careers, because here you are your own boss. And even though you need connections, like you need to know someone. If you're in music, you need to know someone who knows someone in order for you to get into that space. If you are an actor, even if you go to school, you need to know someone who can connect you to an audition in order for you to get into that space. But it's not entirely dependent on the government. It's not entirely like you don't have to go through the formal channels in order to be employed. So,
but to not to add on to your point, but
wait, you didn't introduce yourself, man. They don't know who's speaking now.
No, they don't need to know.
They need to know.
They need to know. It's the ghost man.
It's the ghost man. Yeah,
it's the ghost man.
The producer.
Yeah. All of the above.
I'm waiting for a list. But anyway, not to cut you off, my guy.
Yeah. So I feel like when it comes to Ama connection, I feel like in every single industry you go into, you always need to know someone.
Yeah,
that's a fact.
You always need to know someone. I just feel like in Cyril's economy, that getting to know someone has become 10 times harder.
Yeah,
because now loyal who you need to know, akasafuni nje amagama kuphela. You find yourself paying 10K for a job that's only gonna pay you like what 6-7K a month. Mara umuntu kufuna 10,000 for that specific job. So the economy is pilagi Joe. Whether you are a creative or umuntu oyenza like general work, I feel like it's hard for everyone, because when you're a creative, you still need to get booked.
You still need to. Can I intervene there?
Yeah.
I think the reason it's gotten harder, it's because of the career choices. The reason it was easier back then is because most people would choose a career their parents did or aspire to do. So if your parents is already in it, it's easier to get connections within that certain sphere. So if you're a musician and your dad is a lawyer, it's going to be harder for you to actually bridge that gap. Yeah.
But if he's a lawyer, then realistically speaking, he makes enough money to fund that particular thing.
Yeah,
well,
he does, but you also need an inside man. Like your father won't necessarily like go to the club now and then speak to the DJs there. See, it's
not his fear. Yeah.
He's not in that industry. I think there's so many things that build the bonds of connections. Like you need to have charisma, you need to have something that you are putting on the table in order
especially
for
money.
Yeah, especially money. Yeah. So you're like, okay, no, I want a certain opportunity. Let's say, example, let's say both of you are DJs, right? Both of you are DJs, and you, Bonga, you are there, you are that guy, Umaporisa, for example. I don't even know if like the example, but you are Maporisa, you are there, you are up there, you know? And you, Mr. Middle guy, you are here, you're in the middle. and you have a relationship with him, you know him like from Dalavel, but he has more money, you know. So I think these two things, they both have money, but you know him from Mukdala, and even though he has more money, who are you gonna pick?
More money.
I don't know. You pick the guy you know.
Yeah.
You already have an established relationship with him. He's the one you're gonna introduce to Nepotism. So there's many like.
Can I add something
things.
real quick?
Yeah.
And the other thing that I think delays people is that we're not trying to build on our level. You see, it's easier to make connections around here because I know you people. I can build with you. Let's say you get an opportunity above my pay grade. I can always come to you. So if I'm chasing, as you said, more money, I might not have access to more money. Yeah, that's about it.
No, but for me, guys, imali ngai change isimo sakho, Joe. Because like you said, with that analogy, with DJ, you're saying your dad is not in that particular field. But me as your lawyer dad, I can go to the club, look at the boss or promoter and tell him, say, Joe, I have the nice 1.5 for you. Get my son a slot. It doesn't need to be a long slot. It can be 30 minutes.
What if your son sucks as a DJ?
I was about to say that. I was about to.
Because like
If
money
he sucks,
doesn't
he
pay for
sucks.
talent.
If he
doesn't pay for talent.
Money doesn't pay for talent.
Yeah, you got the
So
opportunity.
it's only
but
opportunity,
with DJs,
and then
you can't suck forever.
Yeah.
You
Of course,
Hey,
you're gonna
you can.
suck.
Makes perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna suck your the first.
2 gigs.
Yeah, not even two, a couple.
I'm talent, guys.
If you don't have.
I'm not talent.
Mangana
Mali. Like this guy, if mina ngiyamngenisa, I'm like, okay, I nangu offense, nangu ne talent. No, akana talent, unemali, akana talent. And I'm like, ngumntwana, and I'm like, nangu, sasa nomntwana ami mfake ni slotin. That guy, when abanga kunguwe, a middleman, you're gonna get in trouble with your bosses because they're like, why is this guy? No one is dancing in the club because when you fence and you fence with the man,
How many talentless kids, celebrities, children?
There's
for that
many of
fact
them.
that bought their talent.
There's many of them. Yes, it's true.
For example,
It's
is
true.
hip hop. Look at the new gen of hip hop, the Cooper and them. Those kids, majority of them come from wealthy families, but they have enough talent to get by. I remember this space just before them. You remember that underground period before Cooper and them? There was
The big hash, like that.
Big Hash is not rich. Give him Fanagoka, Big Hash.
No, not sure. I'm talking
that
about
group.
the era.
You get that. There were a lot of rich kids in that group, but there's not 5 you can name now who are still in the industry.
industry.
True. But
Do you think it's because they offer the money?
No,
Talent. It's only.
but
Oh,
I can
I
make
feel
you
like
a
they had
perfect
FOMO.
example of someone
Yeah.
who has talent.
Yeah.
Let's balance this out, man. As we go.
I feel like they had FOMO. They had the fear of missing out. Like, have you known someone who does something and you actually like that thing because of it's being done by that person?
Not because
But
you enjoy it.
Yeah, not because of you have the raw talent for it. Then you, as a kid, you'd want to hop on the train.
Like it fascinates you.
Yeah, you'd want to hop on a train where else you're not good for the train.
Okay,
You
yeah.
understand?
Yeah, there's soccer players that applies to out here.
Yeah.
You know, utingi hard worker. And if you say Ronaldo, ucabana now. But yeah,
But when it comes to soccer, soccer is a skill-based sport.
Yeah,
As
it is
much
skills.
as it's corrupt on the ground level, how you football, not corruption. But when it gets to the higher level, the cream of the crop will always rise in football. So music is quite objective.
the cream. Okay. Since you're making that point, you're saying the cream of the crop will always rise
In football,
in
specifically.
football.
Yeah.
Why hasn't that applied to South African football?
It has.
Because I don't think the players we have in our starting 11 are the best of the bunch we have.
Can I intervene? Oh, no, but
But-
it's
but-
fine.
Which study? The Bafana one.
Yes.
That one, it goes with arrogance. I think the head coach has too much arrogancy, and even though we sometimes we like his selection, but as fans, we would always spot someone who's better than the one he selected. And mind you, we don't have his experience in terms of coaching. As we overseeing it from a fan base side, you understand? We don't know what's happening on the inside because we
We
from the
know it looks
outside.
like a lot of corruption.
Besides
With that
corruption,
squad.
football is not just about on the field. It's about everything else outside. Great example. You see Temonkosi Lodge.
Yeah.
The reason he's not called up, he's probably top 5 in SA. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
The
can.
reason he's not going to get a call up anytime soon is attitude based.
Yeah.
So football is not just about corruption. There's other facets. And when Ufevi Chiefs in King Ayako.
I know.
Hence why, yeah?
It's
Ufevi Chiefs. Lo chita ngiyabona, Pram. Since there's no Chiefs playing squad team, uzo complain.
No, this is not necessarily about there not being any Chiefs players, but since we're on that topic,
Like, okay, we are straying, guys.
We're
You're talking about
straying.
soccer now.
we're gonna
Now this is,
We'll get back. We'll get back.
now this is sports
Quick plug.
center.
Can I do a quick plug? If you want more football, check out Code Disky. I speak
Yeah.
about football all the time.
Yes, please.
So driving back to the topic, for me, I think if my dad was a lawyer and I want to be in the music industry, I think it would be simple for me because those people need lawyers too. We must remember that. So if my dad is a lawyer and he's moneyed, obviously he knows someone who can plug me in. So I think it's an easy way to me for me to be in the industry as a kid who has a dad Olongore, he's a lawyer. I'm told. See, even though it's not that hard, actually, you gotta know someone who knows someone.
It's not that hard, but it goes back to what she said.
Yeah,
It's not his fear. He might not have the understanding you need to actually make it to that level.
Yeah.
So you might be in the industry, but there's levels to the industry.
Fact.
And also, it's like, what kind of lawyer is your dad?
Exactly.
Like, what kind of people does he represent?
And yeah.
But who does he
criminal
know?
justice lawyer, you know.
criminal justice. Yeah, like there's so much.
Who does he know
Yeah.
in that field? Because does he know someone that can actually connect you to the people that you need to get connected to in order to get into what
Lawyers
you want to
represent
do?
musicians all the time.
All the time.
They
yeah.
do,
So
yes.
your dad might know.
No, a
Casper,
certain advocate or someone.
you know.
Maybe someone
Yeah,
who knows
might be
Casper.
right. Might
Yeah.
know someone who
Who knows
knows.
Casper.
Because it can happen, Uguti. You were supposed to go to prison. You as the rapper.
Yeah.
Your dad helps that rapper. That rapper owes your dad a favor.
True, it's always like that.
He is giving soapy.
It's always
Yeah,
like
this
that.
conversation is giving.
It's always like
It's
that.
giving
But
TV drama.
I think to close up this topic, we all agree on saying, for you to get a job in this economy that we're in now,
You need to know
you
somebody.
need to know someone. It doesn't have to be you specifically.
So what about like the morals of it? Do you guys think it's moral or
Usana morals mumzansi.
Moral is
no, don't think about it. I'm talking about us. As we are sitting here, do you not have morals as a person?
I
as a
do have
person
morals.
when
I do
so
have morals.
exactly.
Yeah.
So all of us here as human beings, do you think it's moral or immoral? Like when you have to go through or when you have to go beyond like legal things
Legal
in
means.
order to legal means in order for you to acquire favors or positions or promotions.
It depends on your level, actually, because more people are willing to sacrifice more than others. Everyone has, depending on your morals, you only sacrifice as much as you can.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Bese mawuhlulekile, let's say you've sacrificed the most, and then you have to have boundaries.
Yeah, you have to have
Like your
boundaries.
morals have to
Especially,
have boundaries.
in the workspace, you have to. People will take advantage in the workspace.
Yeah. Especially when they see that probably maybe you are too kind or you just reserving yourself because of, or maybe probably out of respect, you know. Pella, one thing I've noticed in I would say corporate jobs is that people intend to take advantages. You'd find out you that like they send you something, like they tell you to do something and it's not even part of your job description. And you'll be like, but this is not what I'm signed to do. Why am I doing this? Then they tell you, no, you gotta do it. It's part of your job. So if that person is not comfortable doing it and that thing it's not there in the job description, that person is being taken advantage of.
I think essentially that's work. Everyone is being taken advantage of at specific levels, except maybe at the higher levels.
Yeah. when you're working your way to the top, Vele, there's moments where you have to know when to speak and when not to speak. Yes. Like, in as much as you have to be assertive as a person and be able to say, no. But at some point, if you have people who are above you, you need to understand that in order for you to get to a position where you are at their level or a position above, you need to grease some gears. And most of the times that goes with you having to go the extra mile. Like, if I'm working in the corporate space and my job, like, part of my job is not to be making copies and running around
or making coffee,
getting coffee and things like that. But in order for me to build those relationships and to like cement those relationships, I have to do things that I'm not comfortable with. Of course, now like boundaries come in and morals come in, because like, how far are you willing to bend? Well, you can't bend now.
There must be levels.
There must be levels to you like bending yourself, how low you actually want to go. But you need to be able to work as hard as you can without compromising yourself in order for you to get to the level where you want to be. Like, to earn respect, not be
on the topic. What's your limits on your side?
On my side, like,
yeah. What's the furthest you'd go for a job?
For a job, the furthest I would go for a job, like, for me as a person, I'm very headstrong and very stubborn. So there's a lot of boundaries that I wouldn't cross. Even like Nale yo keep it, and it's not because I don't have the money.
Yeah, we keep it up.
And it's not because I don't have the money. But even now, it's something that I wouldn't be comfortable with. I probably would, if I'm being honest. Now, and they're like, I will offer you a job that you want. All you have to do is pay 10K. I probably would pay 10K and get the job. Like, probably, realistically, I probably would. But it's not something that I would ever be comfortable with. My boundaries don't go beyond that, though.
That's the limit.
That's the limit. Like, I don't want to compromise myself as a person. Like, I wouldn't compromise my body, and I wouldn't compromise my self-respect, and I wouldn't compromise, like, yeah, that's about it. Like, I wouldn't compromise those things. I wouldn't compromise. Like, I would still want to be able to look myself in the mirror when I'm getting ready in the morning. Like, I wouldn't want to compromise other people, my body, or my, like, my morals.
Your morals.
Yes.
Okay.
So it would be hard for me. I would be uncomfortable, but
you do at some point. No guy in certain cave.
Yeah. Money, I'd probably pay them money, but that is as far as you're getting. With me, that's as far as you're getting. Otherwise, I'd be like, I know, I see again, guys. No.
I would be when
with me, Jojo, obvious.
Jojo.
As you're out, there's nothing you can offer for you to get a job besides.
There is.
What else?
There is.
I would be.
Okay.
What else, guys? I feel like I'm out of the society.
I know, as brewers, we all know, but we rather not say.
We rather not say.
Yeah, we rather
say
not
one
say.
thing.
Goes to what would you sacrifice?
For a job.
For a job.
For a job.
Yeah.
Aibo. Actually, speaking on that, no, but you speak seriously.
Okay.
Wait.
Bonga speak.
Yeah.
For me, I would never go for sexual favors. Yeah, as a brewer, I'm not giving you any type of sexual favor.
You are not giving another brewer.
Yeah.
But if it's a woman,
for a job,
let's say it's a woman who's in a position of power.
No.
And they're asking you for sexual favors. Are you going to?
If I'm in a relationship, no.
If you're not,
you don't have to be in a relationship.
If you're not,
no, reason why I'm saying that you don't have to be in a relationship is you'd never know the intention of that woman towards you besides offering you a job, because after intercourse a lot of things can happen. Tomorrow morning you might wake up in jail picking up the soap. Where else when you thought you were getting a job?
But it's the same with women. Maybe when you mean like that person would get you arrested and be like
in terms of the woman.
But like in a woman like that, I don't think that's like a thing that could happen. A woman in power, anyege ati, let me sleep with you. And then the next day they go and they're like, he raped me. She's a woman in power. She has more power than you. Like, what is she gonna get out of that?
That's what I'm saying, or you never know. Cause
the worst she could do is probably make you banned. Like really make you banned.
We have a lot of different people. You understand? Like Abantu Bashugen, and that's why we have our Jeffrey Dahmer. Who knew that guy would do what he did? You understand?
Yeah.
Even now, we still don't understand the reason for
which guy?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Which guy did Jeffrey know would do something?
No, I'm saying no one knew.
He was a serial killer.
No, I know who Jeffrey is.
Okay. I'm saying probably if he had people around him, no one knew who he was, exactly.
What he's capable of.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. When a management from a woman's side offers you a job and wants intercourse in terms of exchange, you'd never know their real intentions. What if it's a pattern whereby she's used to it, to probably maybe to gain something?
Her intention is power and control. The intention is power and control.
It doesn't have to be like that.
But it is in that situation.
Majority of the time.
In that situation, it is like if a man of power, a man who's like a position of authority, approaches me as a woman and they're like, I can get you a job in my company, this is gonna be your salary, these are the benefits that come with the job, and I'm like, oh, new interview, and I'm like, oh, I'm qualified. Thank you, and then they're like, but you have to. That is not a thing of respect. It's not a thing because, oh, I respect you, let me have sex with you. No, this is a thing of it's a way to control you, and it's the way for that person to establish the power that they have over you and hold you down and pin you down, and like it lets you know, we see, there's nothing you can do. Like if you say no, you're not gonna get this job. And even when you are inside and you have this job, in order for you to keep it, this is a thing that you're always gonna have to be doing in order for you to stay there. Hence, this person has power over you. So that's the point. It's for this person to have power over you. This person can literally cut your salary. And then you have to stay because you have a job. Especially in this economy, you're going to stay because you have a job. Which I think is probably like a lot of people are facing that.
I get you, but people are weird. Do you know that?
They are.
Yeah, so you never know what weirdness that person has.
So you think it could be like a fetish, Nyana?
People are weird.
Like a fetish.
I've realized that people are weird. Like a human being.
What have you seen?
No, it sounds like you've seen a lot. Remotes.
People are weird.
Are you okay?
I'm okay, don't worry. I'm very okay. I'm very fine.
Yeah.
Besides, maybe more essay, Mumzans. Even if I feel like more we are, as much as we are South Africans, but more cooped in our country. You understand? That's why we don't know a lot of things, but we don't know other humans. Yeah, from outside on how they behave and stuff like that. Like you can spot a South African person go China.
Mr. Ghost.
Without knowing that person is South African.
Wait. Before I repeat my point, repeat what you said quickly.
I'm saying people are weird, and I feel like us as South African, we are more cooped in South Africa. That's why it's easier for us to spot one another in a foreign country.
I feel like, okay, in terms of what we're discussing, I feel like it's not because she's fish. Yeah, okay, let me rephrase that. I feel like South Africans just hide their bullshit a lot better. We have your Jeffrey Epstein.
Like we heard it from you, like the people outside or each other.
We like finally in Zanganja commission. Madlanga. Yeah, whatever. That commission. Like half of the shit that was happening there. We didn't even know. We have those type of things happening in SA. You know what I mean?
And those are weird type shit.
No, like this is like like we understand people stealing tenders.
People are weird.
But I never knew it was to that extent. You know what I mean?
Meter, Braga.
Yeah?
There was one guy who stole like 79 meats.
Exactly. Like,
How do you get to that level, bro? Like, how
It's greed,
greedy can you
man.
be?
It's greed.
like, no, guys. Like, for the mere fact that our president has piles of cash on his farm
USA dollars.
in dollars.
In dollars, dog.
Bruh, with I feel like with on your point there, with our I would say government, it started way before we can be where we are now. Because if you can retrace the history of everyone who is in power now, going back, you'd find out it's everyone who fought for freedom. Now they want to reap the benefits from the fight they had back then. So they'll be like, we fought for these people, now we are the ones who have to control these people. That's why you have our president, they're not gonna get arrested. They're not. They have tried.
It's also fear. I think they are governed by fear.
Yeah, because
like
they have
the reason
old
why
tribes.
anyone would be storing like their worldly possessions to that extent. Like if you have gold and then you are there, you are banking it, you're storing, you wanna see it, you wanna see where it is, right? It's like you're operating from a position of fear. It's like you know what it's like to not have.
Yeah.
So you wanna make sure that you keep what you have, and you want more and more and more, to make sure that for years and years to come, for your children and their children, they never have to be in that position where you lacked, that position where you suffered. Like there's no other reason for a person would
Can I
want to be this
intervene?
greedy.
This is a topic I had with one of my colleagues at work.
Yeah.
Is that the cycle of our generation is going to be better politically, financially, and just overall structure, because we didn't go without lag. Majority of people in SA,
Yeah.
even though there's still lag, there's a good majority that didn't go without lag. So we're going to be better structured and better able to manage the finances and structure of SA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also think even though like
No, it's a
there's
question I'm
majority.
asking already.
Oh, you're asking?
Yeah, I'm asking already.
I think so, because
You think
even
so?
though because I think lack nakona is something that is very much mental. Like in as much as you could lack in the physical, like you are from a poor background and you lack, like you've never had things. Nasegini, they've never had things, but lack is something. It's a mental prison. If you allow yourself to stay there, then you're never going to come out of it, right? Yeah. But our generation, with the access that we have to like the rest of the world, like our brains are more open. We have more access. Even though you don't have access in positions, you have access to knowledge. You can get that from anywhere. We are all like, most of us are internet savvy, or you can search these things, you can research these things, you have AI, and we have all of these things accessible to us that can help us to attain the knowledge that we need in order to unlock those cages and come out of like the perimeters of lack, of that prison of lack. So I think that as the years go forward, we are less likely to stay imprisoned in poverty and in the state of lack, even though and this goes for people who grew up having things, privileged, people who grew up privileged, and the people who grew up not so privileged. I think for all of us, even though obviously nothing would ever be that equal, because they are in the race first, then other people they get to So but I think we are more likely to not be as prisoners of lack,
or as greedy,
or as greedy. Always greedy, because I don't know. I feel like our generation is more selfless than like
not everyone.
Yes, I mean, not everyone, of course. For every generation, not everyone, right?
Mr.
For you personally,
answer the question, then go on the other side.
For me, I feel like we're all the same.
We're all the same.
Yeah, we're all the same. Because realistically speaking, you don't know how you act when you have 500 million worth of budget in front of you, and you know Guti the 500 million and 7. Because I remember having this conversation, and Denise was here when we were having that conversation about Uguti. If you were in a position of power, what would you do?
Yeah.
And I was very honest. Mina, guys, I don't want to lie to you. I will be exactly the type of politician you see on TV.
But do you think it goes back to you being that type of person now?
No.
Like, that's just who you are.
It's not about who I am or anything. It's just that Mina.
It's his character.
It's his character.
It's his
Ah, no,
character.
It's a character thing.
Mina, I'm honest.
No, but
Yeah, you're honest with your character, which
Yeah,
is
Mina,
fine.
you don't have to lie.
Yeah.
Mina didn't do among money 500 million.
Yeah.
And I work for the government.
You'll be the
I'm
next
taking
myself.
50.
You'll be the next one.
You'll be the next
I'll
myself.
be the next one on the stand. I don't want to lie to people. I don't want to lie to people because all of us would do the same thing in that position.
Do you think all of us would do the same
All
thing
of
in that position?
All
I
of
disagree.
you.
I disagree. I think
Nobody is
you
better
know
than
why?
the next.
You know why?
I didn't think
don't think
better.
it's a
Yeah,
character
but I'm-
thing.
Yeah, you get
I
it.
think it's a
Yeah.
character
Yeah.
thing. Mina, I think it's a character thing. Ne? I'm gonna quote scripture. Ne? The Bible says that the one who can be trusted with less can be trusted with more.
Yeah.
If you as a person in your character, when you have less, you ask, these birds agree with me. But if you as a person
Yeah.
and you have less in life, Mara, like let's say I'm in a position of poverty. I am very poor. I kind of like see 15 and kunesinkwa esi1 ne, and then ngiyothenga lesinkwa. I'm working, vele I use like my last money and I'm working and ngiyothenga lesinkwa. Bese ngihlangana no offense uhleli lapha ekhoneni. Ulambile offense. And he's like, just one slice, right? And then I take out the slice. Like I think about it and I'm like, yo, mara sibaningi endlini and sonke sidla one slice. And the slice, if the offense the slices, I might not eat. Or I might have to gamula another slice with somebody in the house and share it. And I decide to give it to him, right? And I go home. And then I give everybody else. I like sacrifice myself and my comfort in order to make sure that everybody else is comfortable. That's my character, right? If now I have 50,000 breads, like there's 50,000 breads here, and they all belong to me, right? And there's 50 more offenses who need to be fed. What is that person who has the character of being able to compromise themselves, of being able to sacrifice their comforts in order for other people to be comfortable gonna do in that situation? I don't think that person is gonna wake up overnight and be selfish.
You can't
Personally, I don't think no, but we are not talking about everyone.
But what you're
we are
saying
talking
is
about
that-
the little that you can do with the little that you have, or the most that you can do with the most that you have. It's a character thing. It's not a thing you go see safe because I can't feed everyone.
No,
But
ngisho
can I
is-
intervene here?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. There have been a lot of well-intentioned people who helped out Mabasakala, who are not helping out now. Situation changes people over time.
Yeah, situations, yes, do.
Yeah.
Wena uzohlala
But do
10
they
years
change everyone?
in a government position ubone ukuthi every year kuhlezi kune change
Yeah.
300 million.
I
And everyone around you,
kuhlale.
the
First of
environment,
all,
wonke umuntu uyatshontsha lapho kuwo.
First of all, bayokhipha
Yeah.
anyone. Angeke uze uhlale na 10 years ungajontshi ku-government.
Exactly. So
Bayokhipha.
Mina
Like
guys-
they're gonna make sure they will assassinate you. They will do that thing when they plant evidence against frame you
Frame
or
you.
whatever. They will make sure that you're not in that position anymore. Mangafika ngiyi-president manje and I'm there. I'm like I'm righteous. I'm like, I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna make sure that I straighten this country out. I'm gonna straighten this country out.
Bazokubulala.
Exactly. They're gonna kill you. Like,
Okay, yeah.
Mara, that doesn't mean Uguti, if you are ever in a position of power, you should lean more on the best side. Guys, let's we watch Marvel, we watch Avatar The Last Airbender, and what? Because he's a good guy. We know the good guy wins.
Unfortunately, in real life, good guys rarely ever win.
good guys finish last.
So much is that
Besides
like,
in dating, in
So-
business, once you're in business, you start to see that being a good guy doesn't
Sometimes,
really work.
yeah, it doesn't.
so in Nalen, again, it comes back to your morals. How far are you willing to bend your morals in order for you to be comfortable in life, or in order for you to fit in, or in order for you to acquire the life of your dreams?
There's a saying that says absolute power corrupts absolutely. So
Yeah.
the more power you gain, the easier it is to corrupt you. So over time, you might be a good guy. You might start off with good intentions, but over time, it's easier to corrupt somebody who's at the top and somebody down there.
Yeah.
So would you say that it's better for you to stay?
No,
Where you are.
no. That is not
We
the chance.
also want to be corrupted.
We also want to be corrupted.
Yeah, we want to be corrupted.
Because I'm corrupted.
Oh, guys,
No,
crazy business.
Realistically speaking, guys, imali incane niyafuneka. Ne, incane niyafuneka. Not all of us can be rich.
True.
You know, and into umdali ayiyenzile la emhlabeni. Khona ozoshona iFerrari angakaze wangena phakathi wayibona imdluli every day. And uyoshona vele angakaze nje.
Next.
Yabo.
Which is
Manje
fine, like-
mina mangayithola le opportunity yokusebenza ka government. Mina guys angiyomosha isikhathi. My intentions will be known from day one.
For legal reasons, what we're saying is all fiction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all fiction.
Yes.
It's all fiction.
We're
We do
playing.
not. What are we talking?
Please hire us.
Yeah.
Please hire us.
We
The
do not-
opinions of this podcast are not my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Opinions
but no.
shared by the ghost are not the opinions of the podcast.
They are
But
not
if you're
the opinions
high,
of the people.
No,
They are
the
his.
ghost
We don't know that
will chow
guy.
money for days. Me
the
guys,
ghost will chow money.
from day one in office, I
But-
want an account.
I have a story. There's a guy who, I'm not sure if I can share this. I was told this story yesterday.
Say alleged.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, but he might know who Kumangwa.
Yeah.
But he lost his job just because he stole. And now
Yeah, instant karma.
the way y'all are looking at each other, it's like, hey.
I
Oh, I know him. They know him. Oh, you guys know him.
Please cut this out.
Oh.
Please cut this out. I don't want to be the man spreading false information.
Allegedly.
Allegedly
Yeah,
so.
it's alleged.
Allegedly, he lost his
You
job.
might go into office and are we to like it out here maybe behind you? God might use you as the example, my guy.
Yes, and he should.
So this guy stole.
He should. He
So
should
this
use
guy-
an
God
example, 'cause
forbid.
why are you corrupt?
No, what you are talking about isn't alleged. I'm just putting it out there. It's
For
not
the people,
alleged.
it's not.
Yeah.
Gents, the opinions shared on this podcast are
Yeah,
not my
no, of
opinions.
course you can get sued for what you
Yeah.
say.
Yeah.
But what you're saying is not.
It's not alleged.
alleged.
But I found it so interesting, Uti. How how can I put this? I found it interesting by the fact that as soon as everything should be settled, like life should start now. The job is finally here. You get fired for stealing.
You were greedy.
it's greed.
You were
became
greedy.
greedy at the wrong time.
Time, yeah.
So
There's no right
now
time to be
motive-
greedy. You were
Trust me,
greedy
there
and
is.
you got fired because of
Yeah,
it.
there is.
There
When,
is.
what's the time? When is the time to
give
be
me
greedy?
10 years. 10 years in office.
Are you
Joe.
gonna be greedy?
No, allegedly, I will never be greedy, man. I like sharing money with my fellow brethren. I'll
No,
never
guys,
be greedy.
With me, we will share a bit.
The thing is, not on camera.
Crumbs.
Guys,
The thing is,
if I take 50, I can't give you 10. You know,
How much
I
are you
can
giving
give
me?
you
How much are you giving me?
Yeah,
again?
well-
Those are crumbs. As family, how much are you giving me?
as family.
Fine.
Nyathula.
Not
Isn't
even
love and
fine.
compassion
Nothing.
enough?
You said
Yeah.
nothing.
Love and
Yeah,
compassion
that's enough, Mus. I love you.
I love you.
How much
Buy
you
me what you want,
How much
but I
you
want
like
what
me?
you want.
Yeah, no, the thing is,
You'll buy me what I want.
Okay, realistically
But he can speak
speaking,
like this. He's behind camera. They
Yeah.
see us.
Yeah, if I do steal money from the government, why would I want to implicate my family by giving you money?
my
you see,
God.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
Exactly. I can't
What are you gonna do with it, gay?
Because if I buy you that
What's the
Ferrari
point
that
of
you
that
want,
greed, gay?
the greed, it's so I can eat.
Alone.
Yeah,
Because you worked hard for it.
pretty much. I stole it alone.
Yeah.
Together.
Together.
You're the
Doesn't
only one who might
have
lose your job.
Yeah, that way. Because imagine now, I buy you a fancy car as my cousin. It's your birthday, and I have money. When I get arrested, you think you're gonna keep that car?
No way.
Exactly.
Mina, I would like to put this out there. Allegedly, if my family member who who is a ghost, who is behind this camera, who doesn't exist.
Who apparently owns the podcast.
Who apparently allegedly. If he existed, he would be the person who owned the podcast, and he would be behind the camera. We don't know him. He's a ghost. So let's say this person existed, and they gave me this person. When they start stealing money, I would like to say this as a public announcement. When they start stealing money, I didn't eat any of it. I didn't get a share. I don't know this man.
Now I get your point of not giving her anything. Now I get it.
No, like he must
go down alone.
Please, go down alone, please. Minavena, don't give me your money that is stolen, please.
Can I add one more topic on this?
Yeah.
What's the best way to go about life? Prioritizing yourself first and building a base, or trying to take your family along the way?
Can I tell you something on that? I remember I used to tell someone I used to date, Uti, you can't serve from an empty vessel.
True. That's true. You can't pour from an empty cup.
Repeat it one more time. I don't think they heard you, man. They heard you.
You can't serve from an empty vessel.
Anyway,
Young Bamba.
Yeah,
like, we all have lento leyo ukuthi sifuna ukunceda abantu. But everything oyidingayo ukuthi uncede umuntu ufuna imali. So I prefer ukuthi umuntu aqala azilungise yena.
Azilungise self.
Ube selfish, very selfish. Then once your things are in order, you can open room for others. But konje wena uthe bowufuna ini or ustake ngani manje. Let me help you out. But
can I ask one more thing? How do you account for lost relationships during that period? Because
for lost ones, no
relationship,
the lost ones stay lost.
The lost ones stay lost.
Yeah, because fair to it takes a real broer or umchita wa marech to understand that okay, manje out here miyak.
Yeah, that's true.
You can't afford to do favors for me, or just put money out there. Because I even had a conversation about you with this now. Lentoli. Okay. Hey Joe, like I'm going through a hard time right now. Young Tola, financially I can't do a lot of things.
Oh, okay, no,
Young Bamba. So make sure ukuthi ngilungisa ngapha, ngilungisa ngapha. Young Tola. So you, obviously when we out, you're like, oh, ayazini. Yeah, understand.
Simple.
Anyege akhona ukuyenza into so if ngapha kusamile. Yabo. So it takes, I wouldn't even say it takes a special kind of human being to understand that. Ikithi sonke lento leyo ju. Ukuthi yazini. Usaphanda umchita.
No, it's you have to understand from a point of selflessness. Now as a person you shouldn't be selfish, because I think like this conversation for me is very interesting, because Mina as a person, generally I'm a person who doesn't know how to put themselves first. Like yinto yangihlula kudala vele nga accept sokusuwe, like vele, like I'm gonna be the person in front of the bullets, right, standing in front of all my friends and in front of my family. But this thing has created in me now, like I think like lately foods, like I've been thinking about it a lot, and I'm like, so how far am I gonna get in life if like I have a certain amount of money and my sister needs something and my mother needs something, but that money is supposed to be going into investing it on myself? What am I gonna do in that position? Being the person that I am, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna buy that thing for my sister and I'm gonna get that thing for my mom, but this thing is gonna delay me. And I've been having like a lot of conversations about this actually, where like I realized, you know what, sometimes you just need to make sacrifices and you don't have to be the sacrifice in that moment. You need to be like assertive and be like, nah, like that's gonna have to wait. Mom, I know you need this, but it's gonna have to wait. When I'm in a position where I can invest on myself and the things that I want, and at the same time pour into you. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Like it doesn't help anyone if I'm empty and you.
Anyway,
on top of that,
if I'm empty and you are empty and you are empty, then no one is getting helped. Like who's pouring into us?
On top of that, I have a question for you guys. In this era that we're in right now, in terms of, let's say, how things are now, do you think sometimes our parents are the ones that hold us back in terms of us sharp in life.
Individually.
Being, let's say you're working, but the black text besides black text, it can be a lot of things besides black text. You understand? So there's a lot of things piling up for you, but those things, they are not for you, but they are for at home.
I do.
You understand?
I think so.
Don't you feel like it's holding you back for you to prosper on your own?
No, that's not something that holds you back. For me now, I get why people complain about black tax, but I also understand why it's there.
But I think it depends on how.
Yeah, the approach
happens.
really matters when it comes to black tax. I don't feel like as a parent you should approach me with this type of thing. Mina as umuntu, after seeing you as umzalo wami supporting through all the years, it should come from me. Hey mama, I think 10 crores this week.
So it's something,
but it does.
It comes from you.
Even if it comes from you, it does delay you.
Yeah,
because you are working on the dreams of your parents. Well, Mina, that's how I see it. Like, for me,
how I see it, it's a thank you to my parents. Because you're not gonna thank your parents forever.
But two things can be true at once.
For 5 years.
Like, two things can be true at once, guys.
It
can be a thank you. It can be a thank you, but at the same time, that doesn't mean it doesn't delay you. Like, two things can be true at the same time.
It does delay.
Yes, I am thankful. Yes, I am grateful. But me building your house has kept me from building my own. Yes, I am thankful. Yes, I am grateful.
Yeah.
But me, like, remodeling my mom's entire kitchen instead of having a kitchen of my own is setting me back. I am grateful and I am thankful and I want to do this. It doesn't mean I don't want to do it. I want to with all my heart. Like, because I've been going in and out of this kitchen for years.
Offensive.
Okay.
And making tea and making coffee, I don't like this kitchen either. I'm gonna remodel it, but like that doesn't mean that it's not setting me back.
You're right. Two things can be true at once, but I think where most people find it, like the reason a lot of people complain about black tax is because it has become an expectation.
Yeah, that is a problem.
That's the main thing. On his point, as he said, it should be a gift from your heart.
It should be, yes.
You can never complain about something you chose to give. So if it becomes an expectation, you always have that resentment. Why should I give her, like, let's say 10K a month?
It means you didn't want to.
Yeah.
You don't want to. You feel like this is something that you have to do, not something that you want to do. And like complaining about it would insinuate to go see I'm full. Like now I have to because they want me. Like it's expected for me to do this because Senya Sebenza. But this is not something that's coming from my heart. It's not something that I wanna do. But what I'm saying is it can come from my heart. It can be a gift. But that doesn't mean Uguti I am ungrateful. It doesn't mean that I don't feel as though like I should be starting my life as well.
And then one more point. The Bible says honor your mother and father.
Yes.
This forms part of honoring your mother and father.
Even it does.
As an African proverb, ikisari blessing. Like,
it does, yes.
For example,
I get you, yeah. But Nakere, why don't you wait for me to be successful and I'll help you with what you need after?
Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the topic. I was joined by Hrotman Laga. Actually, Kintwana. Why get Hrotman? Kuntelisa Gabatsu.
Vanda.
You joined Kintwana.
No comment on that.
Plug your socials. Do we plug socials?
Yeah, plug socials. Plug socials.
Okay.
All of your socials.
All of your socials.
Yes. Okay. I'm saying specifically for.
Are you gonna edit them down the screen or should we spell them out?
Down the screen.
Oh, okay. Right here.
Yeah, or when I'm out we are shooting funa.
Let it be here. You direct.
Right here.
Direct
right here.
Right here.
Arto Mokito. If you need good music.
Wait. Before we go there, guys, I want you to give me your word of the day. We'll start with our lady of the day.
Why are you starting with me? I still have to think about it.
I can enter.
Yeah,
you can.
Start.
This is a word I've written at the back of one of my books. Do not attribute malice to incompetence.
I don't understand that, but
I can
elaborate.
Break it down.
I can break it down.
Yeah.
Not everyone who hates you is out of. Oh wait, fuck. No, shucks.
Go Google it.
Cut that out. Cut that out. If people see this, I'm no more coming here.
Why? Why?
No, I'm joking. No, but I forgot what it means. Oh, but let me just give a simple word of the day.
Now for me, it's not word of the day, but it's based on the topic that we had, one of the topics. What I can advise, it's actually an advice. If we don't do what the ANC did to apartheid, we would always complain about corruption within our government. So go think about it hard. I'm not saying go be heroes, but as the new generation who have everything, AIs and what's or not, let's stand up and do something about it.
Yeah. For me, I would say, is it word of the day or word for the rest of your life?
An inspirational quote.
Word for the rest of your life. I would say that you should put God first in everything.
Yeah.
In everything, let Him be your anchor in everything. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
Anyway, yeah,
Back to you.
you should cut that out. It's fine. They won't cut it out. They won't cut it out.
Leave your
But
socials. You forgot your socials.
no, sawa.
Do phantom promo.
When you make that first 20 meter,
This is another episode of Couch Chat.
Fact.
Oh, you 2 meter amathoma, reka M2
Yeah, jabulisa pelo ya hao.
Thabisa pelo. What motivates you?